I am Petruska. Today we are doing a tutorial for the song Black by Pearl Jam off the album 10. If you haven't seen it already, I have a cover available on YouTube. It should be right up there. The link isn't there if it doesn't work. It's at www.youtube.com/user/TFO production. For a beginner to try to play the song as written is a little bit hard. The chords are not your standard chords, and the rhythm is certainly off beat, which makes it a little more difficult. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the strumming pattern to a very basic and consistent strumming pattern. We'll use the same strumming pattern throughout the whole song. I'm changing all the chords to their bass chords, the first position chords, as some say. The chords that are fingered from the 1st to 4th fret. So to do this, all you really need to know is learn 5 chords. If you learn those 5 chords, you can play this song. So here are the 5 chords you need to know. Okay, so with those 5 chords, you can play this song, which is pretty much broken up into an intro, a verse, which is repeated for every verse. I'm calling it a bridge, not really a bridge, could be part of the chorus, but we're going to call it a bridge, and then a chorus. The only thing that's slightly different is the ending rearranges some of the chords a little bit. So we're going to have to learn one verse which gets repeated, a chorus that gets repeated, a bridge that gets repeated twice, and then one ending. Okay, so the strumming pattern for this song that we're going to use is going to be on counting 4 each measure. We're going to do 1, 2, skip 3, and then play 4 and a. So it sounds something like this on an E major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1. Okay, you may not be able to see my fingers real well here, but you'll see the movement. We're going to use an E major and an A major for the intro. It's going to sound something like this. Okay, now the verse sounds a little something like this. Sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay, were laid out before me as a body once did. Okay, and then you repeat it again, but that's E, A, E, A, E, A, and then it ends with 2 E's. Then repeat it again for the second part of the first verse. Okay, now for the bridge and chorus, we'll play it together. We're going to start with a C major. We're going to switch to an E minor, not an E major. Back to a C. Back to an E. Then it's going to be a D, C, E minor. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit something like this. I'm not going to sing it because I can't really do it with this strumming pattern. Okay, so once you get through the second verse and the second chorus, you get to the part where it goes, all the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all that I'll be. That's just a D and a C, one measure each, going. D, C. Then you go to the next part, goes E minor, D, C, E minor, D, C, again, E minor, D, C. You want to hear something? It sounds like this. And that's how the song ends, with over and over again, E minor, D, C. That's the whole song. Hope you enjoy.